Hey there, fellow Narragaugers. I'm just giving you a little update here on what's going on with 58 right now. Um, Now that we got a little bit of warm weather, I'm getting out here doing a little work on it and finishing up on some projects and getting things ready for the 2021 season. Uh, the first thing that I want to talk to you about is this. Uh, this the new quadrant pieces for the Johnson bar. The old one had three notches. It had forward, reverse, and neutral. And you couldn't hook it up or anything. You couldn't adjust the cutoff. Either they're full on or full off. So I had these made. Gemini Industries over in Dover, Ohio. The same place as some of the work on the new Penske T1s being done at. Made these up, water jetted them, added three additional notches in either side. So now you can go from neutral, and then you can go all the way up to full cutoff, and then all the way back to, and then you're up there to neutral. So that's a nice little improvement for the locomotive for this year. It'll help conserve steam as we run up the new track up the hill. And up here we have cylinders taken apart. The valves are out. All this is going to start going back together soon. I went and drilled a couple of holes here, this here and there. We're going to tap that for 1/2 inch. So the idea is that we'll be able to put an indicator, a steam engine indicator on the cylinders, and so we can take indicator cards and give us an idea of the valve setting and all that, and if it's hitting equally at all four strokes. So I still have to tap those holes, then blow out all the chips and everything out of the cylinder, clean everything out, and then put all this back together. May start doing that this weekend. Put the crosshead back on. So we may have all that on this weekend. Let's see, not much going on in the smoke box. Just got to clean that out a little bit better. Put the door back on. Same thing on this side. Put the cylinder back together. I've already have the holes tapped for the indicator on this side. These are it's called Nylotron. It's a plastic material. We're going to try this out as the slippers on the crosshead. These were the old ones. They were cast iron, so you had iron rubbing against steel. Now we're going to have a abrasion-resistant plastic rubbing up against steel. Here is a new addition. Since we're going to have air pressure on the locomotive, because we'll have an air compressor in the tender, we're going to have straight air brakes on the train and the tender. It also gives us the ability to have a bell. First time in history, 58 will have a bell. Let's see what else we got going on here. Nothing much. Just got to put the piping back together, get all this blown out, cleaned out, put it back together, and clean things up and get ready for the spring season. We have our German couplers we're working on. So this is so that we can convert the Lincoln pin. So we can convert that over. You take this, and if I can do this with one hand, I'm going to take this, slide that into place. So now 58 has a buffer, and then there's a bolt that goes down through there, goes down through those, and that assembly fits around here. So you have a hook on one side and a chain on the other, and on the car you have a hook and a chain. You hook them together. There's a little bit of draft gear on the tender, and that will be our new coupling system for the large cars in the train. So the tender, the passenger car, anything that's not one of the four-wheel carpenter cars will be getting these German style couplers. It's going to be much better, a lot safer to operate and use. We'll have some draft gear. I mean, it's going to be nice. So let's see what else we got going on here. So started on installation of electrical system. You'll all be happy to know we acquired a turbo generator recently, a Pyle National K2, good for 16 amps, 32 volts. It's going to go just in front of the cab, between the front of the cab and the steam dome. There's enough room in there for the turbo generator to sit there, and it'll make power. It'll come back through the switches. We have headlight switches on here. It'll run the headlight on the locomotive. We'll run the headlight on the rear end of the tender. It'll run that cab light. Then we're also going to have a couple of diesel locomotive step lights. Be one on each side underneath the tank, so that it'll illuminate the running gear at night. So we'll have a little bit of lights on 58 here, which will make it much nicer for running the locomotive in the evening. Otherwise, you can't see a thing. So that's what's going on right now. I don't know, the way things are going, give me another month and a half or something, we'll probably be ready to fire it up. Soon as the danger of freezing is gone, we're putting water in this thing, we're firing it up. So so I'll be talking to you guys later on here, and maybe I'll post another video in the not too distant future about some of the other work we're doing. All right, take care, everyone.